Welcome to the JAMS YouTube channel. Today we present a new video about the AdBlue system. Fault code 80518D. AdBlue system malfunction, SCR. BMW G31 530D. When performing a computer diagnosis, we will find several faults related to the AdBlue SCR system. Here is an image with some of these faults, and now let's try to interpret them. 8051C0. Delivery line heating disabled. 8051AE. Delivery system. Vacuum missing. 80518D. AdBlue leakage detected. Since the entire AdBlue system is located inside the AdBlue tank, except for the control module, the AdBlue line, and the injector, the fault must be located between the tank and the AdBlue injector. I perform an inspection and, as you can see, in the injector area there is a massive buildup of crystallized AdBlue. I remove all necessary components in order to reach that area. I will carefully clean the area to avoid damaging other parts. And as you can see, AdBlue is still dripping from the injector's heat shield. I will disconnect the AdBlue line from the injector. And it seems that this is where the sealing issue is. This line must be replaced. Since we already have access, it's a good idea to remove and clean both the AdBlue injector mounting area and the injector itself. The injector is best cleaned by placing it in warm water at approximately 60 to 70 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes, avoiding any water entering the electrical connector. Reinstall the injector and the cooling system lines. We will replace the defective line with a new, original one, which in this case has the part number 161978509. For its replacement, I will start from the rear by removing the protective cover of the AdBlue tank. Then the rear axle reinforcements. In the front, the engine shield, gearbox shield, and front subframe reinforcement are already removed, and now we will remove the right longitudinal protection. Because the line passes above the fuel tank, we need to lower the tank slightly to gain enough clearance, starting with removing this transverse brace. We also remove the heat shield of the fuel tank. To lower the fuel tank slightly, we need to loosen this fastening nut. The tank must be supported before removing its mounting bolts. On the left side we will not fully remove the bolts, only about 2 centimeters. On the right side we will remove the bolts completely, but not before supporting the fuel tank. To gain enough access to the AdBlue line, a few more components must be removed. We start with the plastic trim, then the axle reinforcement, after which the tank can be lowered enough for me to reach the line's mounting points. Now we begin the process of replacing the line by disconnecting it from the tank. Here is part of the line's routing. As you can see, the line is secured in several clips, both plastic and metal, and it passes over the axle and between the tank and the body. Although in this case we are removing the old line which will be replaced, I recommend paying close attention when installing the new line so you route it exactly the same way and secure it carefully to avoid breaking or damaging it. We gently remove the line from between the body and the tank after releasing it from the metal clips. Due to the AdBlue deposits at the connection point between the line and the injector, I will use brake cleaner spray to make the removal easier. I will disconnect the line, and as you can see, I remove it from its position. These are the clips that must be pressed to release it. I will start installing the new line in reverse order, beginning at the AdBlue injector. And of course securing it in every clip or fastener where the old line was installed. In the fuel tank area, dexterity is needed to route the line to the other side. Although it is quite difficult, with some effort and a few small scratches, I managed to secure the line in all the mounting points where the old one was fixed. I should mention that I also followed the sections where the line was not corrugated to know the correct positioning points. Routing the line above the rear axle is very easy. In this case, there are no additional components that complicate the process. I will connect the AdBlue line to the tank as well as the other electrical connections. I perform one last inspection of the new line's routing before the final test. I finish by connecting the line to the AdBlue injector. Attention, the errors will not disappear immediately, and they cannot be cleared even with the diagnostic tool. The warning light will turn off only after the AdBlue system begins functioning again and the sensors confirm that all parameters are within normal limits. I hope you found this video useful. I'll be back soon with more interesting videos. To make sure you don't miss more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.